Larry Schottenstein, Remax Reveal Thee, here with a real-life real estate story. And if you have any great stories, send them to me. Love to be able to include them. So this was brought up in a class I taught the other day, and it's about appraisal gaps. And what I want to tell you is how to avoid certain traps. So here's the scenario. They're in contract, and the buyer has a $15,000 appraisal gap coverage. So anything below purchase price up to 15, the buyer will cover. Lo and behold, the appraisal actually comes in 25 less. So now we had a $10,000 problem. The buyer and the buyer's agent thinks the way they wrote the contract, the seller's obligated to sell them to them no matter what it appraises at, and that the buyer will cover the first 15,000 and the seller will eat the rest. So in this scenario, buyer covers 15, seller drops the price 10. And of course, they go hire a lawyer. And of course, big surprise, the lawyer agrees with their position. And I like because the buyer's agent thinks that they're on the right track because they have an agreeable lawyer. Just so we're certain, a lawyer you're paying to cover your interest is going to agree with you. So not so surprising. And shocking, the seller now hires a lawyer who thinks that their position is right, which is, screw you, we're not going to drop the price 10 and sell you the house. So everybody is lawyered up. Now you've created a lose-lose proposition where nobody wins. So if the goal is to be right, then hire a lawyer and then spend a bunch of money. Or if the goal is to get the best deal and to navigate through the problem, none of that approach was right. So as a broker, here's the advice I would give. So first of all, just think about it. What in the world does an agent think that you're going to write a contract that forces the seller to sell it to you at an undefined price, no matter what it appraises at? If it appraises for 100 less, they have to sell it to you for 100 less. There's no limit to that. Who's writing language that possibly in your mind thinks that the seller is going to be forced to sell it to you no matter how much it appraises at? And does that mean the seller can't go get another appraisal? Does that mean we only have one appraisal that's going to determine that? Would you not get three and take the average? See where I'm going? It makes no logic to it whatsoever. Second, you need to just simplify. So the whole idea of an agent is how to teach people how not to hire attorneys. Because as soon as you go down that path of who's right, no one wins, okay? So one of the values of our company is simplify. So here's how I would do it from either side. Hey, buyer, we got a $15,000 gap. We had a $10,000 problem because of the appraiser. Your choices are simple. Do you want to buy it? Yes or no? And if you do you want to try and negotiate the best deal from the seller? If we can get them to drop the price $2,000, $4,000, $5,000, maybe compromise, you're going to still get a better deal than you would have. Is this an opportunity? And if it's not, let's just send a termination. It's that simple. Or do you want 10,000 off and then hold your gun? And if the seller says no, then move on. Again, that simple. Seller, it's pretty easy. Are you willing to compromise and give up some money in order to show up at a closing in 2 weeks? Or do you want to start over? It's that easy. Do you want to make a deal? Do you want to find a solution? Or do you want to fight? So simplify things and understand how appraisal gap coverage really works.